You're the animating power of the universe. The whole vast world is moving around you because you're identified with the present state.
Neville Goddard's core teaching is that we create our reality through the power of our imagination, that our personal power lies within. He illustrated the intended truth of biblical teachings in order to restore their original meaning. I know that many of you who follow this channel are very familiar with Neville's work. And although a simple concept, until practiced, the concept itself may remain just a concept. How can we believe we have this power if we've been taught otherwise by default? And if we've never experienced these truths firsthand, how do we create them within ourselves? In this video, I'm going to take a portion of one of Neville's lectures and zoom in on it for further, deeper examination, in hopes to incite a few aha moments in anyone who has difficulty with this concept.
How can I believe, how can you believe, that all that we behold, though it appears without, it is within, in our imagination, and this whole vast world is simply a shadow? So what conclusion can I reach? Objectivity and subjectivity are wholly determined for the individual by the level on which his consciousness is focused. On reflection, it's subjective. When I was actually having the experience, it wasn't subjective, it was objective. Only when I looked and reflected upon the experience did I refer to it as a subjective experience. This is now objective. An hour from now, if you think of this room and the meeting, to you it will be a subjective experience, a memory image. So I say everything is truly within.
As Neville states, though it appears without, it is within, in our imagination. And this whole vast world is simply a shadow. What does your shadow do? It mimics you exactly. It follows you around everywhere you go. It is a reflection of who you are. What your consciousness is focused on is the reflection you see as your experience. And this is something you can test for yourself to prove that you hold this power.
Now you can test it. You take a dream, a daydream, of something you want for yourself or something you want for another. And you represent to yourself a scene which, if true, implies the fulfillment of that thing. You like to do this, that, and the other. And so you construct a scene. Any kind of a scene implying the fulfillment of your desire. And then to the degree that you are self-persuaded of the reality of that imaginable act, it will become fact in your world. I could tell you a number of stories to support that claim. It's not theory of me anymore. This is fact, based upon experience. So when we are told in the book of Luke, the kingdom of God is within you, you can take it literally. These garments that you and I wear are parts of the eternal structure of the universe. You are wearing the garment as an act to wear as a costume. You are not the garment you wear. You're doing this for a purpose, a heavenly purpose, but you are not these garments. You are that being that my friend discovered who sees it from above. And to see this universe from above is so completely unlike what it appears to be seen from this angle. It's not this at all.
Simply put by Neville, construct the scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. He then mentions the degree of being self-persuading. What is meant by this is that you rehearse this scene over and over again until it becomes so real to your mind that it has no choice but to become real in your world. From my point of view in studies, This happens because the brain begins to know it as a reality, and then it must continue to seek out the physical state of that until it finds it. This creates a search of sorts that the mind cannot ignore. Once given the task in the language it understands, it will continue to search until it finds it. Neville also often asks us to test this for ourselves, to create an experience that offers solid reasoning within our minds that we can, in fact, create our lives intentionally. That experienced fact then creates new experiences, and those new experiences create more facts, so that your manifesting power and belief in that power begins to build upon itself in such a way that it becomes effortless to do. In this audio, he also states to see the universe from above, for what it really is, to view it from a different vantage point. In other words, separate yourself from the character you are playing long enough to create the character you prefer to play. And this is accomplished through the power of your imagination. We have chosen to take on these limitations in order to expand. Listen to Neville explain this here.
But you and I are resurrected one by one to unite into a single man who is God. God places a limitation and then takes upon himself that limitation and reaches in this act the very limit of contraction, that he may then expand beyond what he was. He takes upon himself the limit of opacity and then begins to expand, and there's no limit to translucence, to transparency.
The purpose of coming into this character is to expand, to learn to overcome any perceived limitations and remember who we truly are. As Neville says, we can choose the state we would like to embody in order to create it. And this can begin just by creating the decision to do so.
This is the world called the world of death. But while we're in it, and we ourselves are animating it, we can take any state we desire. There are infinite number of states. You can be in a poor state or a wealthy state. You're not better off as far as the height goes because one is poor and one is wealthy. Not from a spiritual point of view. But while you're in the world of Caesar, why not be comfortable? Why not take a state that cushions and comforts? And so you can take a state of affluence if you know what it would be like. Were you affluent? Assume that you are, and see the world as you would see it were it true. And then, I would say, accept it. Believe in the reality of that unseen, imaginal act. And if you do, it will come to pass.
From the spiritual point of view, you have the choice of which state you choose. So, why not take a state that cushions and comforts? You have the option at any time to change your inner attitudes and the story you are telling yourself and begin embodying a new state of being by focusing on a new storyline. Creating it spiritually first makes it become manifest in the physical world. Once again, you separate yourself from what you see in order to create from the realm of the unseen. Assume that you are, and see the world as you would see it were it true. Accept it, believe in the reality of that unseen imaginal act, and if you do, it will come to pass. You must persuade yourself through your imagination and feeling states that you are living something different if you seek a change in your life. And through repetition of this simple concept, you can manifest anything you desire.
Whatever you desire, believe that you have received it, and you will.